Hi, my name is Lani Joseph. I'm going to present you a critical analysis essay about two authors from different periods of time, the literacy critique. The first author I'm going to talk about is Edgar Allan Poe, and the novel I'm going to talk about is The Tall Heart. The second author I choose is Gabriel Garcia Marquez. He wrote A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings. This is a quick presentation of the works. It is a comparison essay between these two authors from two literacy movements different. They tell Talhead versus A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings. Here I put some information about Poe's biography. Allan Poe was born in Boston, Massachusetts in January 1989. He died on October 7, 1849. Poe had a warring childhood. He was the second child in a family of three children. His sister is mentally disabled, and his brother died of tuberculosis at the age of 24. He lost his parents 1 year apart from tuberculosis in his early childhood, 2 years. Now I'm going to talk about the summary of the Telltale Heart. The Telltale Heart is a short novel. The theme central is madness. The narrator tries to show that he is sane by telling his story. The only evil he claims to suffer from is deep sensory acuity. He has a very developed hearing. His crime is to have murdered a one-eyed old man, rose pale blue, with a pillowcase over it. He cannot stand him, so he must kill him. Every time that eyes fell on me, my blood froze, and so slowly by degree I got into my head to hid the old man's life away, and by this means to deliver me from the eyes forever. It takes 8 nights to decide the act, for he has to see the precaution is the premedication is for him to prove he's not mad. So the man who killed the old man tried to convince he's not mad about the act he did because he can stand the old man. That one the reason he killed the old man. The narrator insists on the question he murdered to show that he cannot be mad. For several nights he opened the door of the old man's home, which make him reasonable house. However, each time the old man virtue is, remain close, preventing him from doing the work. The summary of A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings. In this story, Gabriel Garcia Marquez described the incredible event taking place on Earth in a simple way. After a 3 days rainstorm, husband and wife Pelayo and Elisenda discover a stranger creature, a decrepit man whose heard bizarre rings, dirty and plugged half-strength, was still hanging in the moon. The Pelayo's family began to ask questions about the nature of this stranger creature. It is an angel? We are not sure. The cup, the couple block and the angel in the chicken cup. Like every marvelous story, the magic traveler is therefore it is still surprising, even if the character seems to have a good relationship with it. The story is both factual and a kind of imagery transcendent to reveal certain truth about the society of a man and human nature. Like most Garcia's works, this story is a part of the literary genre called magical realism. As its name suggests, magical realism is a contemporary fiction whose story combines magic or fantastic element with reality. That's from St. Douglas. A quiet look about Garcia's biography. Gabriel Garcia Marquez is a Colombian writer and journalist. He is one of the greatest novelists on the 20th century. Admired worldwide for his extraordinary epics, he is one of the perfect representatives of magical realism. The writer was born in Colombia in 1927 and raised by his grandparents. The story they tell him to feed his imagination. At his father's request, he began studying law, which he quietly abandoned to become a journalist. He began in 1948 and wrote his first novel, Live in the Storm, published in 1955 until the early 1960s. He pursued a brilliant career as a journalist traveling in Europe and United States and continuously based witness the world's significant events. The journalistic experience is fundamental to his work as a writer and allow him to be as close possible to the reality. Marquez died in Mexico. The detail of the contrast essay is in the rough draft. Here I just put some element to show what I did in the rough draft. It is a compare and contrast essay. I put some highlight element for the tell of the tell tired, and some for a very old man with enormous wings. First, and the tell tired by Edgar Allan Poe. It is a novel they will develop the fragility of sanity, guilt versus innocence. It is a gothic fiction. Death is present in this novel. Nature is present in this novel. Disease is present in this novel. While in A Very Old Man, magic realism is the genre of the novel. Religion is present in this novel. Disease is present in this novel. Nature is present in this novel. And selfishness is present in this novel. That's some element I contrast and detail in the root draft of this essay. I conclude this essay to show the importance of those both authors. First, Poe, author of extraordinary history, is not an exception to this proverb. No one is prophet in his country, because he was first recognized and defended by French authors like Baudelaire, his translator, and Miami and the lead. Contemporary critics place him among the most outstanding writers of 19th century American literature. Poe's influence has been and remains significant in the United States and throughout the world, not only on literature, but also on other artistic fields such as cinema and music or scientific field. On the other hand, Gabriel Garcia Marquez has embodied the soul of magical realism that has given Latin American literature a acclaim with the story of a very old man with enormous wings. Marquez allowed through his work to give wings to the Latin American literature, and he also became a model for many authors, not only on the American continent but around the world. In an article titled Remembering Gabriel Garcia Marquez, published by the website dw.com, Garcia Marquez showed himself as a representative of Latin American magic realism. When he received the Nobel Prize for the Literature in 1982, he said, "I have the impression that in giving me the prize, they have taken into account the literature of the subcontinent and have awarded me as a way of awarding all this literature." Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Thank you.